I have seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. You seem different somehow. Different good, different bad, it's hard to tell at this stage. The name is Eramir, and for now you have the benefit of my doubt. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. The lords of Larceny, Oak, Creighton, and Alira, the self-appointed monarchs of the forest, Creighton in the east, Alira in the west, Oak in the north, and this village, this tribe, we pay their taxes. I would never venture to say that life in Wraeclast is easy, but with those three gone, well, living here might just become possible. The Asmiri, the culture that descended from the Asmirian mountains and founded the Eternal Empire so long ago. Not that these people have any understanding of their lineage. Their history, identity, all but destroyed in the Cataclysm. These Asmiri took in a disowned son of Oriath, fed me, healed me. To repay my debt, I've taken in the orphans of a dead empire. I embraced the patronage that High Templar Dominus offered my struggling museum. I took his favor and conducted his research into the thaumaturgical arts practiced within the Eternal Empire. I wish I'd known then what I know now. That I was pandering to the warped dreams of a madman. Keep your wits about you.
I am Groost. I hunt boar, hunt to feed my people. You are not a friend to us. You'll need to run faster than boar.
We are Asmeri. You are not. Eramir is not. Life was good when it was just Asmeri.
They fall from trees, try to swarm over you like fleas. Their chieftain stands back when he beats his chest. Bark is worse than bite.
This is our home. We hunt, we grow, we build. Your kind in the forest kill, steal, and burn. Soon they will take it all, leave us no food. Then we must move, leave our home.
Going?
You and me, we are the same. We dream big. We find new places. We do not tell stories. Stories are told about us. I learn the words, the ways of Oriath. You listen to me, and not pigheads like Groost. Then you will live to find more new places. Many exiles come this way. Eramir is not like them, not like you. He is an old man with many stories. He teaches us words that you can understand. He teaches we Asmiri to be strong, not in our arms and legs like Groost, strong in our heads. Groost is the big man in the tribe. All do what Groost says, but his spear goes limp when faced with the 8 legs.
I am Yina, keeper of the spirit. Are you a kind exile like Eramir? He is good to us, helps us. You will stay and help us too, yes? A beast hunts us in her dreams, a great white beast, tortured and maddened by bad men, a long time gone. She will come here one night to tear, crush, and eat. Her pain tells her to. Find the white beast and end her pain before she shares it with us. Eramir was a wise man in Oriath. He is our wise man now. Hear him. You will learn much. If you do not hear, you will likely die. Groost does what he thinks is right. And in Gru's dream, he is never wrong. Silk knows more than others think. He watches, he learns. Look between the words, and you'll see the truth in Silk's stories. The forest children are ill. Once they drank from fruit, ate nuts and berries. Now they drink blood, eat brain and heart. This land is in a nightmare from which it cannot wake. Be well.
Greetings, Exile. I like Yina. She thinks bigger than this place. She knows there is more to life than hunting and growing morca. There is spirit. Her fur, her skin, it reminds me of biting winter. I see her one night, follow her to a cave in the old fields to the east. Listen to her howl at the stars. A sad, sad sound. Great white beast, she full of old pain.
What would you like? A large heart, yet so little sense to go with it. Yina dabbles in things she should not. This spirit she obsesses over. If she is not careful, she will find herself joining it. Grust is the strong right arm of this tribe. No man hunts better, and no man could do more to protect the ones he loves. Tales and songs are Silk's meat and drink. Would have made a fine bard in the old empire. Were a fraction of what he says true, we'd have nothing to fear from bandit nor beast, with Silk among us. Keep your wits about you.
What? Yina thinks she knows the spirit, that it talks to her. She talks to herself. Silk is no hunter. Silk scares children with stories at fire time. That 8 leg he wears, he did not kill it. Found it in the forest there of age. I would like to see Silk face live 8 leg one day. See him wrapped up for lunch.
Travel far.
That look in your eye, I recognize it. A survivor, just like Aina. That is my name, Exile, Aina. In my native tongue it means lone fighter. That is what Aina was for many years. But it is dangerous now to fight alone. Too dangerous, even for the mighty Aina. We are in the final days of this world, Exile. That I am sure. We survivors must unite, prepare for the end, and delay its arrival as long as we can. For that, we will need supplies, weapons, shelter, food. The others here do not understand me the way you do. Meet me in the riverways, and Aina will explain what must be done. You want to know Aina's past? That is Aina's business, no one else's. They were the first survivors. The first one showed my people that to win, you must outlast. They left this world long ago to seek other survivors. But they will return, and when they do, I will join them in the Great Grove. And you will join Aina, yes? Yes. See you, survivor. Ready, Exile? It is. This land is dying. But even a rotting carcass has its uses, yes? Then it is settled. We will make rotting carcasses and use them to produce the tools we will need to survive. But only the finest rotting carcasses will do. Aina is not picky, but I cannot say the same for the first ones. There are a few beasts nearby, Exile. Special beasts. We will find them. We will fight them. I will catch them. You will enjoy the fruits of my labor. We will be best friends. Now, let's hunt. Together. little beast! Away! You are captured. Stupid beast.
My spirit is spent. Ready, exile? It is time to hunt! This land is dying, but even a rotting carcass has its uses, yes? Look upon this capture with pride, exile. You hunt well.
You have a powerful aura, bright as a sunset before a storm. So let me rub an idea against that hot spirit of yours, see if it catches fire. My little tribe has two problems: Oak in the north and Creighton in the east. They succeed in making our lives in Wraeclast even more miserable. And then there's the matter of the amulets around their necks. The ones like mine here, stolen. Taken when we three called each other friend. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my tribe safe. Bring me a pair of amulets and a pair of lying tongues, and I'll make you part of that power. You need friends in Wraeclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend. Now go, my best of friends, and temper that sharp mind of yours in the blood of my enemies. I shall await your return with much anticipation.
friends, beast, until we slaughter you!
I can't do this just yet.
Approach.
Spirit is spent.
You strike me as someone who craves a higher purpose. Something worthy. Something like peace. 3 tribes battle for this forest. Every day my brethren and I battle and die with Creighton's rats of the bridge and Alira's thralls of the old road. To spare the lives of many, you need take only 2. But if peace isn't reward enough for you, bring me the amulets that hang around Creighton and Alira's worthless necks. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
I believe I could give the great Tereso a run for his money now. fought, Oak. A shame we have only the trees for audience.
How be you, exile?
I greet you. Viper eats monkey, monkey eats viper. The forest is hurt, confused. It fights with itself. There is no peace for us in this war. Be well.
Hello.
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath. Better fed, better armed than you, exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it. Their skin makes good boots. Their spit makes painful death. Unclean. Do not eat of the trees surrounding the Chamber of Sins. Do not drink of the water, and do not rest. The beasts there look weak, born badly. They are faster, stronger than they seem.
Return, if you must. Speak. Return if you must.
What?
Return if you must. Speak. Exiles.
Ready, exile? It is time to hunt! This land is dying.
I can't do this just yet. Spent.
wrote a mighty poem about it. It will surprise you to learn that I am not popular. The It will surprise you to learn that I am not popular. The others here are ignorant. They do not see the end coming. They are not survivors like me, or you. Before we met, I kept beasts in the encampment. They got into the grain, then the meat. They were not as picky as Einar about where they did their business. I learned that rowers do not digest rower meat very well. So I moved them to a new location, the menagerie, far away. It is a secret place. This is where we will perform the ritual for the first ones. I have built a blood altar for such a purpose. Do you wish to see it? Tell Einar. You will be taken there. Welcome to Einar's Menagerie, Exile. This is where I keep the beasts we capture. Do not worry about their well-being. I do not think they will worry about yours. A little humor for you. But seriously, Exile, Einar takes very good care of the beasts we capture. I feed them, clean them, and read them the poems I write. Then, when you are ready, we slaughter them at the blood altar to prove to the first ones that we are worthy of survival. That part is not so friendly to the beasts, but if you read my poetry, you may consider it an act of mercy. Again, humor! My poetry is great. Please, look around. Take your time. But do not feed the animals. That is Einar's job. The arena just north. That is the blood altar. It is where you will perform the ritual of sacrifice by combat. Once you have captured a few beasts, go to the altar in the middle and begin the ritual. The first ones are watching. Show them you are worthy. Not all beasts were born equal, survivor. The first ones look upon some captures and sacrifices more fondly than others. You may not even deem some beasts worthy of sacrifice. Do not worry. Einar has imbued some orbs with powerful blood magic. You can use these bestiary orbs on any beast in the menagerie, and the beast will be bound to the orb. Then you can do whatever you want with it. Give it to a handsome man like Einar, maybe. You cannot tell, but I am very handsome under this mask. Once a bestiary orb contains a beast, you can use it again to release the creature to the menagerie. Be careful, though. It will break the orb. Hello?
I can't do this just yet. There'll be time for that soon enough. My spirit is spent. Can't do this just yet.
I haven't slept. No one has slept. Not for 3 days, not since the Black Storm in the northern ranges. Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts. My husband, Daenerys, went to Alliston to find a doctor who might help. He should have been back yesterday. I fear for him. I fear for all of us. It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes.
can't do this just yet. My spirit is spent.
Heard you toppled a big tree. Handy work, that. And if you can chop down an oak, you can pull out a weed. The weed's got a name. Alira. And I'm sick of seeing her in my garden. What's in it for you? The amulets around Oak and Alira's necks. The ones like mine here. There's power in them beyond reckoning. I'm thinking you got one already from old Lumber for brains. Make it 2, bring them to me, and take half the power for yourself. That add up right for you?
A pity your mind wasn't as swift as your blades, bridge rat.
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animal that you have helped. There is land that has forgotten the spirit. Some man told the rocks and water a different dream. Now the rocks and water think they are man. Be well. My help is yours. Stay true.
How be you? A great white beast is dead. Then make a tale, a song to sing, of the mighty exile and their teacher, Silk the Wise. Many will be impressed, yes? How be you?
Make it fast.
Rocks and water. They move and live like monkey and viper. They die like monkey and viper too. There is no heart to see, but there is a heart to stab, if you can find it with your spear.
Return if you must.
There is so much yet to be learned. The High Templars' blackguards? They're here, rubbing shoulders with us mere exiles? A mystery indeed, and so near the Chamber of Sins. Whatever they want with that foul place, it won't be for the betterment of humanity. You have done what none of us could, not even the fierce Groost. And while we are grateful, we dare not sleep with both eyes shut just yet. The balance of power has gone. In overthrowing two lords, you have created an empress in Alira. That ancient gateway to the northwest. It's a peculiar thing, not of the Eternal Empire. It could be Val in origin, a culture I've seen mentioned here and there in some of the most antique of texts. It is the Val who began the use of virtue gems well before our imperial ancestors. Little else is known about them. If only I had my old museum archives, I could have given you a more tempered theory. The Chamber of Sins? Apparently, the late Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia gave it that title. It was built by Emperor Cheetus for one Inquisitor Maragaro. How do I know this? To my shame, I did Dominus's dirty work in the selfish hopes of scholarly advancement. I scoured fragments of documents brought back by Fairgraves and Doresso before his disgrace. I unearthed all I could on the Eternal Empire's masters and mistresses of thaumaturgy, a subject of keen interest to our supposedly devout High Templar. If I were you, I'd avoid Malagaro's old laboratory, a place of illness infected by a diseased mind. Fare you well.
I can't do this just yet.
Reckoning, find you, Doedri Stamatis, guilty of the following transgressions against God. Perversion of God's creation. Promotion
of worthy
heretical
opponents.
Beliefs. Unlawful enslavement of eternal citizens. Torture of the innocent. Murder of the servants of purity. For these most severe crimes, I do sentence Doedri Darktongue to burn at the stake till naught is left but ash. May her life serve as penance for the lives she has taken, and let purity sweep away the dust of her deeds from our firmament. High Templar Vol, commander of the army.
My spirits are spent. chance just yet.
The king of rats, Creighton, dead. And that big, ugly oak, chopped down. You've made quite the impact around here. But I can't say I'm surprised. You've a powerful aura on you, bright as a sunset before a storm. Now, someone as resourceful as you would surely not have overlooked Oak and Creighton's amulets, the ones like mine here. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my friends and I safe. Give me the amulets, and I'll gladly make you part of that power. You need friends in Wraeclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend. That was almost better than Oriath and chocolate. You keep this trinket to remember me by on your travels. I'd ask you to stay, but I think we both know where that would lead. How does the old maxim go? Oh yes. Familiarity breeds contempt, and contempt is murder's concubine. A threat? No, my dear. Merely reality.
Spirit is spent. A place of soiled dreams. I'll have to tread carefully here.
Inquisitor. If you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive, with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me, Malagaro. It's what your demise could unleash that concerns me. Malachi. Inquisitor.
can't do this just yet. My spirit is spent.
Justice is slender and perfidious, fraught with missteps of ambition and despair, egotism and doubt. Should you choose this road, beware those who would waylay your hopes and disembowel your dreams. Remain sure and remain true. Consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
I bequeath this transmuter device to you, Inquisitor Maligaro, in recognition of your devotion to our sublime art. May it be the chariot that conveys your dreams into reality. Malachi, Thaumaturge Laureate to the Empire.
Piety was after a creation of Maligaro's called the Baleful Gem. It's nearby and it's something that heartless bitch must never get her hands on. You have it already. Thank innocence. All right, take it to the Esmeri village by the river. I'll meet you there, for my days with the Ebony Legion are done.
The Oriathan girl, she is alive. She wants to stay with us, not to go back to her people. I say we take her traitor's heart to the chief. Ask that the warriors in black leave us be. I sleep less, but no more, thanks to you. Helena gave me these. Use it or cast it away. I do not care. I have no time for Helena's breed of peace.
I have no use for Helena's kind of peace. Exiles.
Greetings. I have spoken with Helena of Dominus and his expedition. It all sounds horribly plausible. Whether we can fully trust what she tells us, time will tell if her torn loyalties are to mend in our favor. Show me this gem from the Chamber of Sins. It has the aspect of a virtue gem, like those you carry already. Yet it's clearly not made to slot into any of your standard equipment. Look at the color. Feel the energy coming off it. Malagaro had little virtue in mind when he made this thing. I've read about Chevron of Umbra and what she did to the Warden at Axiom. You did well to end Brutus's sorry existence. But Chevron's barricade, that's sad news indeed. There is little enough freedom in Wraeclast as it is, but to be stranded on that dismal coast, I pity the exiles to come. Would I know how to lower the barricade? Afraid not. I was a bit distracted the last time I took the pass. Hungry goatmen to avoid on that side, Alira's thralls on this side. Fare you well.
The road? It runs east and west of here. To the west it passes the bandit woman's camp, then turns south to the sea. But you say it is now blocked? I have seen a strange thing in the rock by that south pass, like one of Grust's carvings, but of stone. You should go look at it. What has been closed might be opened again. I like this new Oriathan woman. She has new stories, not like Eramir, who only speak of that which is dead and dust. Yes, I have many questions for this Helena.
The spirit is strong in Fellshrine. You touch the stones, you will feel it. They spoke to me, those stones. Told me to take their altar, and to find the hand of a good man. He lived in that church, as you call it. The altar is his, and it will wake when he touches it once more. You could find the good man. Bring me his hand. When the spirit of the altar awakes, I will share it with you, I promise. Helena is healing. I make sure of that. But you want to know if you can trust her. I see her spirit. It was born good and needs work to keep it that way. Much like yours. Stay true to you.
I gave the Ebony Legion my faith and my loyalty, and it offered me nothing but fear and death in return. Thank you for freeing me from both. I have nothing to give you but my gratitude and my knowledge. I know you have no use for the former, so let's hope the latter makes up for it. Piety led us into that wretched place in the hopes of finding a device named simply the Spike. Fashioned by Inquisitor Malagaro, it was said to enable the injection of calibric extantia into living flesh. Calibric extantia being the corrupt energies locked within virtue gems. We couldn't find the Spike, yet we met its most successful application. A According to his notes, the baleful gem was a byproduct of Meligaro's attempts to enhance the already formidable qualities of virtue gems. It was an abject failure, yet Meligaro wasn't one to waste his atrocities. By combining the baleful gem with the venom extracted from one of his arachnid subjects, he brewed something called Black Elixir. He proudly proclaimed it to be the most potent poison in existence, until it was stolen by a man named Victario. It was rather entertaining to read Meligaro's intentions for Victario once he caught the man. Twisted, yet I can't fault the Inquisitor's creativity. Meligaro had an assistant, a man named Raulo. If Meligaro's records spoke truly, Raulo offered himself freely as a test subject. With the spike, Meligaro injected Raulo with a high dose of calibric extantia, thus gifting the poor man with both endless life and horrific deformity. In honor of his sacrifice to Meligaro's work, the Inquisitor gave Raulo a new name, Fidelitas. I thought Dominus was a leader of vision, of purpose, the man who would resurrect the Eternal Empire. In truth, Dominus is only after power, the black thaumaturgical power locked within the virtue gems. He wishes to create a new empire, one in his own image. I drank every night to try and wipe that image from my mind. It's still there. Our expedition made camp in the Western Forest while Piety took a few men through the pass to Axiom Prison. She was after the research notes of one Chevron of Umbra, a witch who devoted herself to the study of transfiguration during the latter days of the Eternal Empire. Piety returned alone and disturbingly happy with her findings. I've learnt that when Piety is happy, misery is soon to follow for everyone else. Keep your life to your own.
I have story for you. A good story, but not finished. I go into Eight Leg Forest in southwest. Meet the mother of all 8 legs. We fight. Big fight. From sunrise to sunset. I stick my best spear in mother's eye and return to village. Must not stay away too long. Must protect my people. Now my best spear still in mother's eye. Eramir said to leave it there, that my spear is a thing made for dark science, whatever that be. No, I want it back. But Mother Eightleg would smell me from far off, catch me by surprise. She doesn't know your smell. So you go, get my spear. Finish good story with good ending.
Spirit is spent. I can't do this just yet.
this day, the second Sacrato of Verusi, 1334 IC, the Army of Purity remembers its most devout and beloved servant, Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia. As spoken by Geoffrey, only will and truth can prevail over the evil of our own kin. High Templar Vol, Commander of the Army of Purity.
Fear gnaws at the entrails of the faithful and the faithless alike. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the future. An empire requires leadership that can assuage those fears through example, through wisdom, through strength. An emperor lights the way through the darkened caverns of uncertainty.
I can't do this just yet.
Shine boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
My spirit is spent.
Ready yourself. Dream Tender, my new name for you. Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something good. Now, I promise to share. Let us awaken the spirit, bring even more good into this life. If Silk's story of the Mother of Eight Legs is true, then you should go get the spear from her. The creatures near the Chamber of Sins have suffered from a twisting of their spirits. They are sick and angry. If this happens to the Eight Legs, we will all suffer from their fever.
can't do this just yet.
You've done well.
Spirit is spent.
Arteri, my beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete and sound. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
Can't do this just yet.
spent.
That spear. Yes, that is my best spear. The one I stuck in eye of old Mother Eightleg. I think you keep it now. Let the beasts and bandits fear you even more. It is my gift to you, from one hero to another. Wait, no. You need more than just spear and happy words for this great deed. You kill Mother of all Eightlegs. You need prize. Here, when I found my spear in the forest, I found these too. You will take, yes? The path to the sea is open. You are a legend that lives, Exile.
Piety would have concurred with Eramir's theory about that northwestern ruin. The Val were a powerful civilization predating even the Eternal Empire, and Piety very much wanted to see what toys the Val might have left for her to play with behind those stone doors. Yet we couldn't budge them, not with that giant of a tree holding them fast in her roots. You now carry a cure to that problem, or rather a useful illness. Use the spike to inject the baleful gem's calibric extantia into the roots. One day soon, Piety will find her way into that ruin. You need to get there first. Farewell.
Stay true to you. Hello.
Greetings.
I greet you. Remember,
if we dream big,
make it fast. Return if you...
There is so much yet to... Could be the nasty piece of work Silk picked up near the Chamber of Sins. Looks too much like Maligaro's dark science to me. If you can talk Silk into giving it to you, do history a favor and sink that spike to the bottom of the river. The baleful gem and Maligaro's spike. I'd wager these two grotesqueries were made for each other. A marriage born in darkness. My advice? Send them to their wedding bed. The riverbed. The Fell Shrine is a shadow of what was once good in Wraeclast. That sigil etched into its stones? It's a descry, from when the Templar truly stood for something. To the ancestors of Oriath, the descry was a flickering torch in the night, a source of inspiration and comfort. Sad thing about torches, they go out. Keep your wits about you.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate such a mighty feat. Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion. Consider yourself just such an occasion.
What little help I can offer. Some have dared hope for a better life beyond Prisoner's Gate. Not me. My place is here, easing the suffering of exile as best I can. Goodbye.
Still alive, are we? You found a way to bring down Chevron's barricade. It's at times like these I recall I'm a man of action, not words. Should we encounter each other in the forest, the roast boar's on me, my friend. Farewell.
Do this just yet. Spirit is spent. I can't do this just yet. Break a sweat. Well, this can't be good.
Nothing like this happens until you are here. Bring back the light, or you will find my spear in your throat. Travel far.
You disappear into that vile ruin, and now the sky, the light, the very land limps as a leper. Somehow, whether through deliberate act or accident, you've caused this. Now we all suffer your consequences. Different good, different bad, we now know upon which side the coin has fallen. You've put an end to old Lorata. Twisted of heart and mind were the men who made that gem and that implement of black surgery. And what of the one who chooses to wield their creations? Of course, I wish to know the secrets locked in that tomb, but not at the cost of such a grand old life. Keep your wits about you.
There's one bright spot in this darkness you've released. At least it was you who did it, and you can undo it, I know it. Had it been piety, we'd likely never see the sun again. Go with courage.
What has happened? Did the world not rise from its sleep? How do we wake it up? Please, what should we do?
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing of shadow. I saw it escape from a black prison and climb a man-crafted mountain, drifting up its four sheer sides like the mist that reaches for the clouds. It gathered at the peak of that mountain and ate the heart from the sun. You smell of that black mist and something else. Guilt. That is it, yes. Guilt is a strong illness. It gnaws at the spirit until there is nothing left, until you are one of the walking corpses. You want a cure? Find the man-crafted mountain, send the shadow home, and tell the monster to take your guilt with it. Lorata is dead. It is not news to me. The forest screams its grief. You need not carry the blame. This was Lorata's will. I do not question why she allowed you to end her days. I keep her in my dreams, where she might still help us.
For all of her strange ways, I've learned not to discount Yena's more vivid dreams. She's in tune with this land in ways I find difficult to comprehend. As to this man-crafted mountain she describes, I have seen only one structure of its like. Stumbled across sketches in the Theopolis archives, a piece of Val engineering, pyramidal in architecture. According to those documents, the pyramid lies north of the Frisian forest, buried beneath the mantle upon which San rests. I have no idea whether it still exists, or ever existed for that matter. Still, considering the current circumstances, there isn't much to lose in the search, is there? The end of learning is the beginning of...
Speak.
I can't do this just yet. My spirit is spent.
You've done well.
yet. Spirit is spent. Can't do this just yet. Can't do this just yet. Spent.
Gather yourself.
No other. I think I'm starting to like this Wraeclast.
I can hardly hope for better results. We may just discover the truth of this world.
You have made peace with our land. For now, my spear is lowered. Return if you must.
Humanity has one redeeming trait. We learn from our mistakes. You certainly gave us a scare for a bit there, but the damage doesn't seem to have been lasting. Thank you for doing the right thing. Fare you well.
I knew this strangeness would pass. Silk does not run from such things. I stand, I guard, when others shiver and shake.
I am not surprised. I saw you, in my slumber, drive the darkness away. I am sorry that I did not tell you before. What I see is only what might happen, and I did not want to fill you with more confidence than would have been good for you. Stay true to you.
Thank you for returning our reality to us. I think we've all had a glimpse of what could happen if Piety tries to harness the power of the Vaal for her own ends. A man-crafted mountain of 4 sheer sides. That's a pyramid. Vaal architecture. I've covered a lot of the countryside with Piety and seen nothing like that. Still, history is in the habit of burying its dead. Perhaps you could try looking down instead of up. Farewell.
You are well?
All right. I've taken the liberty of performing a few tests. There are a few magical modifications the transmutia device can make that are safe every time. Try enhancing a piece of equipment now. Let's see if my results hold. I retrieved the transmutia device from the Chamber of Sins, and I believe I can rig it to imbue equipment with magical modifications. This may involve minor meddling with dark forces we don't understand, but we'll have to take that risk. Wraeclast is a dangerous place, and we'll never get anywhere by playing it safe. As long as we treat the process scientifically and approach it methodically, we should be able to craft equipment to our needs. Malachi himself gave this transmutia device to Malagaro. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable to think about the horrors that it helped bring into being. But I must remind myself that science is not responsible for what happened in the Chamber of Sins. Science provides tools for mankind to manipulate the world. It is up to each of us to choose to do good or evil with the power so provided. Malagaro was the evil responsible, and Malachi before him. Together, you and I are going to start using this device to undo the damage they did. While you're out there, try to remain vigilant for other possible locations for hideouts. The blackguards never give up, and they may eventually stray close to this place. I want to have a backup location ready to go in the event we need to make a quick exit. I was no wonder child back in Oriath, but I prided myself on what junior accomplishments I managed to put together within the strict set of allowed sciences. Archaeology was my specialty, and Dominus and his ilk had an uncommon fascination with artifacts from the past. And I was told I was crucial, that I was important, because I could tell whether an artifact was truly Vaal simply by running my hand along faded stone patterns. I may have had a head slightly too big for my shoulders. When the Ebony Legion made available an archaeologist position on their expedition to Wraeclast, and nobody volunteered, I thought my colleagues were all simply afraid of continental dangers. No, they knew better. None were allowed to speak it openly, but they knew. I didn't find out what kind of society I was truly a part of until I saw Piety's aspirations. I studied the Vaal. I knew all about their downfall, or at least our Templar-twisted perception of it. Piety's ocean of slaughter. The Vaal called their hubris the apex of sacrifice. The Eternal Empire called theirs the Purity Rebellion. We call ours the Temple of Lunaris. And I know nothing, Exile. Nothing at all. Save that we are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past unless we learn the hard way. When I first met him, I underestimated Einhar. Coming from the poorest of Ezamites, themselves already a battered people in this region of the world, Einhar struck me as someone who could contribute brawn to our cause, but not much else. How wrong I was. If anyone can decipher the dark design afflicting the creatures of Wraeclast, it's him. I've been looking for the source of all this, an equation or overall pattern, but he's unknowingly taken an empirical approach. By learning about and understanding every single corrupted animal and the energies their blood contains, he's done more to advance our understanding of the problem than I could ever have done myself. One day, he may even solve the symptoms of corruption without ever understanding the root cause. Make no mistake, Exile, that's impressive. A humanistic brute force approach to a cosmic problem. Farewell. Hello. All right. Farewell.
The first ones are watching, Survivor. Don't disappoint them. You are truly a survivor. The crunch of bone, the splatter of blood. Is there anything as satisfying? You have proved you're a survivor, and the first ones have rewarded you. Capture more beasts, perform more rituals. This is what we will do, yes? The first ones have many blessings to bestow. We will discover them. Now go, survivor. More beasts await. The end is coming, Exile. Of that, I'm sure. Just not so sure when. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe 3 years from now? No more than 3 years from now. When the end arrives, we must be ready. The first ones will return. They will bring the survivors with them to the Great Grove. We must prove we are worthy. We must sacrifice the beasts we find at the blood altar. Feed the altar the blood of these beasts, and the first ones will bless us. And, perhaps, reveal to us their secrets. Best prepare, survivor.